go get all the stuff set up. I'm gonna do this.
All right, I hit the button.
Okay.
I'm refreshing.
We still have Mega Kelly.
Yeah.
Video games.
There it is.
Perfect.
There it is.
We're live. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Brandon. With me is Dan and Kelly.
Yep.
Hello.
Today, we are talking about financial literacy. Welcome to the Filament Games live stream. It's a special occasion. I'm trying to get myself in frame here. I'm disappearing. There I am. Okay, here we go. So, today we're talking about financial literacy, as I mentioned. Now, personally, as a graduate of the You Need a Budget program, which I completed at a shamefully late age, this topic is near and dear to my heart. Financial literacy is a mandatory skill set for human life, and yet is oddly overlooked in many of our core curricula. So, as luck would have it, our friends at Intuit recently tapped us to create a game that helps to solve this problem. So today we will be proudly showing off and playing Credit Climber, which is a narrative financial literacy game created for the Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge, which incidentally kicks off today. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that for a moment. For the Hour of Finance Challenge, Intuit is challenging educators nationwide to bring 1 hour of financial literacy into the classroom and make today's generation the most financially confident yet, which sounds great to me. This is their third annual Hour of Finance Challenge and runs from today, February 23rd to April 15th, and it is super easy to participate. I'm going to drop a link in the chat real quick, so you can just head over there and follow a simple 3-step process. First, you're going to choose an activity that best meets your students' needs. After you register, you'll get a challenge link and join code to share with your students. And from there, students are going to open that link, enter the code that you gave them, and then they'll be off and running. So on top of the glorious benefit of expanded financial literacy knowledge, there's also some really cool incentives for participating and inviting your fellow educators to participate. Schools with multiple educators involved will be eligible for awards, including banners, trophies, badges, and even cash awards for school supplies, which is awesome. So you can check out, again, the full details in that shared link. Now, in honor of this momentous occasion and game launch, Dan and I are joined today by special guest Kellie Lu, the game designer behind Credit Climber.
Yep,
Hi,
right
Kelly.
there.
Hello.
There she is. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So before we get into the game, I'm going to ask Kelly some questions. But first, I have a question for Dan, which is, how should I position myself so that I stop disappearing? Because right now I'm just like a mouth.
Oh yeah. I think I bet you it's your I bet you it's the beard. I bet you it's probably
okay.
like what is face and what is background.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna.
Do you want me to mess with it a little bit? I can try and change your thresholds a little bit here. Hold on.
Maybe do that. Yeah, let's try that out. We're gonna do
right.
a quick pause here for a technical troubleshooting, because frankly I look weird over there.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm diminishing.
That's just processing right now, being like, what am I doing? So I'll raise the threshold. That's working.
Right.
That's getting us a little more. Oh wait.
Sorry, should I not have turned my head? I had to turn my head real quick.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Well, let's see what happens.
I'm operating in the main frame. Okay.
I think that got worse.
All
right. I don't know, man. You keep you're there, then it's like, never mind. You're not actually a person. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Something
to reflect on, certainly, in my life. But
yeah. Do you want me to? We can go sans filter.
Yeah, maybe do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, stream's back.
Yeah, all right. I'm a normal little guy in a box.
Yeah.
All right. All right, sorry about that, everyone.
I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know why. Kelly's coming through good.
Yeah, it probably is what you're probably right. It is
Mhm.
probably just that I have facial hair and it's
Yeah.
and it wreathes my whole head in the same color, which it doesn't know what to do about that.
Yeah,
So
and
there you go.
your chair and your shirt are all also kind of
Yeah.
the same color as well.
All right, I'm gonna get the Green Man suit from Always Sunny, and I'll wear that from now on for these things, and then
yeah.
we'll put whatever face we need on.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's actually kick things off. So we get a lot of folks talking to us about, especially students, asking us how to break into the game industry and what kind of career paths folks take into that. So first, I'm going to ask Kelly, what sort of career path did you take to get to Filament?
Yeah, it's funny because I did not study game development at all when I was in school. I did psychology and creative writing. And at the time, I remember I was like trying to figure out what to do with myself, realized that games could be taken seriously as a career path and not just as a hobby. So I talked to a lot of people who are saying you really don't need to have studied game development in school in order to become a game developer. And so what I did was I made a bunch of games. I did all the game jams I could. I made some tabletop games when I really wasn't technical yet. And then I also took a year to just make, I was trying Unity. One of my first attempts was to make a networked multiplayer game, and that did not work out, but it taught me a lot.
Yeah.
So
that's a tough
yeah.
thing to start with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just like a very hands-on approach, and talking to a lot of people about what it was like working in games, and that was what brought me here. Dan Norton giving me a chance, and now it's been 4 years, so that's been awesome.
That's great. It's interesting that you talk about your background not necessarily being oriented towards games, because when I think of some of the disciplines that go into games, creative writing and psychology are like two of the core things that go into how games are made and how people consume games too. So it's interesting how there's because games are aiming to simulate so many different aspects of life. I think a lot of different backgrounds are totally appropriate in game development.
Totally.
So speaking of backgrounds in education, what exactly got you into educational game design specifically?
Yeah, so the first part of that was the school that I did go to, and the background I did have was like very academic to begin with. Like my alma mater is very well known for being a super theoretical school. And so I did a lot of thinking about, right? So like psychology and creative writing, like you're saying, it's all thinking about how people think. So there's already that background of like being curious about how people think. And so there was that, plus like the pro-social aspect of education, and being like, this is something that is entertaining but also like very directly helpful for a lot of people. And something else I also like about educational games is that they're very purpose driven. It's not just like make a game that would be fun for a certain demographic, make a game that appeals to you personally, which a lot of people do when they're first starting out. But it's like, make a game that is very directed towards this outcome and this cause, and a cause that's positive to boot. So it's all about like, it kind of concentrates your design thinking in a way that's like, what is the best version of this I can make? And your goals are very clear.
I've never really thought about it that way, but that's a really good point. Games, educational game design in particular, has a way of narrowing your focus on what you're working on, and I think that can make for some very interesting and unique game mechanics because of how specific you have to be.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that you've created outside of a professional context, what's your favorite kind of game to design if you don't have one of those kind of educational targets to hit?
Yeah, I think that if I'm not doing something educational, which honestly is a big part of what I think about for fun, is like, oh, how would I make a game to teach people about, I don't know, how bears break into people's houses?
Yeah.
But But outside of that, I've really been enjoying making sort of social games, so games that you can play in a big group live, kind of with like a folk game element to it, where a big part of game design is playtesting and like finding out how your players are reacting. And outside of work, it's like I don't want it to go through the whole formal process, but it's fun to be like, hey, I have this game idea. Why don't we blindfold ourselves and try to hit somebody else with a pool noodle just through like our other senses? And then you bring a bunch of people together and you see how they react to that, and then you iterate from there. So it's almost like a super fast development process, especially because I don't need all the materials and wonderful teammates that I have here.
Interesting. Yeah, and I would imagine a pool noodle is a relatively affordable prop to bring into the design process too. So low cost of goods.
Yeah. Many years ago, I proposed a party game called Who's in the Bag? And the idea is that someone would get in a bag, and then other people would then have to feel around the bag to try and figure out who it was. I never found any playtesters.
Yeah,
for some crazy reason.
Can't imagine why.
I just love the name. Who's in the bag is such a. It's just. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So Kelly, what do you enjoy most about designing educational games, or just games in general?
Yeah, I think it's a very human-oriented process, and I like that a lot. I like seeing how people react to this like intended path that you've set out for them. Sometimes it's unexpected, and that's interesting. And it teaches you something as you're making the game. And sometimes it's totally expected, and you get to see the people go through all the emotions and like moments of insight that you've set out for them, and that's very fulfilling. So it's it's really nice. It's really nice to be able to create something for someone.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think some of the most special parts some of the most special outcomes I've seen in my time at Filament have been where we are really able to help someone experience like true discovery, or just really connect with content in a way that they haven't before. There's one review on Some Assembly Required, which is a VR title that we had put out on the MetaQuest, and there's a review, and it's kind of the top review right now, so you can look it up fairly easily. But there's a young woman who played that game and said, now that I've played this game, I think I'm going to be an engineer in my future. And I've gotten really into STEM because I played this, and I'm only 14 years old, and I can't stop playing it. And it's just like these amazing moments where you can actually convert someone into the person that they have the potential to be. And I think that is, one of the coolest things that learning games can do. And it's one of the most unique things that they can do, because it's rare to see that kind of thing happen when someone's just consuming rote text, for instance. So finally, before we get into the game here, I want to ask one more question for folks who are aspiring to be in this field. If someone wanted to get into game design as a career, how should they start?
Yeah. Firstly, I would say make games and just try something. Don't worry about making it the best game or the perfect game beforehand. Try it, see how people react to it. And also, I would say talk to people, meet people who are game developers, ask them what they like. Because, part of that is, for example, what I get to do at Filament is very different from what a different game designer does at a different place. And I love this, and they love what they're doing, and it's different for everybody. So yeah, I think be brave, make games. Games also take a lot of time, so be willing to sit there and do it. But once everything works out, it's very fulfilling.
Yeah, a lot of patience involved in the game design process. So let's talk about Credit Climber as we get into some gameplay. So as Norton kind of pulls it up here and gets the play button going, give me a quick overview of the game, Kelly, and what players will encounter. What's the main learning objective here?
Yeah, so the Hour of Finance Challenge is primarily targeted at high schoolers and with some middle school. So what we really wanted here was for our high schoolers and middle schoolers to understand credit and credit scores, because there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of our demographic at this age is like just kind of learning about credit. And alongside that learning objective, we also wanted to place it in the context of the lives of these kids. So making informed spending decisions, using credit responsibly, and also managing peer pressure and lifestyle creep, which are also lessons that are helpful for us as older people as well.
True. All right, so we're getting going with character selection. I noticed that we had a musician and a baker. It looks like Dan has gone with musician. How did we arrive at those for the player options, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, because we wanted to make sure that kids in high school were going to like identify with these and see it in the context of their life. We picked roles that any kid can do at home. You know, a lot of kids are playing music, a lot of kids are baking for fun. This is something that any team can start today, and
Sure.
these decisions will become relevant.
All right, awesome. Well, let's see. We've got our playthrough underway now. So, Dan, what have I missed so far?
Not much. I picked the musician. I'm less familiar with the musician's story, so I was like, this will be more fun for me to pick choices. And then,
Cool.
yeah, so this is Alex. I'm about to get my initial decisions about a good credit card.
Do you want to do this story time style? You want to read the dialogue?
No, but I should, so I will.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah. All right. Hey, my name is Alex. I started live streaming my music and somehow went viral. I want to get even more followers. I need a good credit score so I can get a van to drive to shows or even rent my own place to play music. All right.
All right.
So,
The tension is set.
credit limit is how much you can borrow. Higher is better. Well, higher is higher. But, if you don't pay your bill fully, the balance that you carry will be multiplied by this percentage of interest. The result is an additional charge. Yeah. Late fee. Late fees charged each time you don't pay your minimum payment. That's considered being late, and you'll hurt your credit score. An over-limit fee is charged each cycle that the credit limit is exceeded. The fee will be the amount over the limit up to the fee on the card. By choosing a card here, you consent to their over-limit fees.
All right.
All right.
It's an important thing to note.
All right, so this is one of my favorite things. We got the recover card over here, or we've got the let's see, faster card. Yeah.
Okay.
One's got penguins. One's got
So we've
trees.
got looks like the strategic difference is sort of mentioned down there at the bottom. Low interest rate versus higher credit or higher credit limit.
Yeah. But I could have penguins.
More importantly, there are
Yeah.
penguins.
So
Penguin
lower
or
interest,
island.
or lower credit limit, late fee. Yeah, we're going penguins.
All right.
All right, so
Yeah, one of the things you can see actually in the intro at that second to last block, I need a good credit score, is that for a lot of teens at this age, it's hard to understand why credit is relevant to them, because credit extends beyond just your credit card.
mhm.
So part of what we try to do in this narrative is say like, hey, this can affect your future in terms of like buying a vehicle, or renting once you're out of high school.
All right. So
Wow.
Alex asks, "Can you help me build credit?"
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been playing on this old guitar that needs repairs. The person at the guitar store said I should get a guitar that fits me better. What should I do? So, I could repair the guitar for $50 or buy a guitar that fits better. $150.
What's
you
gonna be,
know
Dan?
what, Norton? Brandon's screen is blocking some of the stats in the game.
Brandon!
I did this on purpose,
Yeah.
out of malice. Um, yeah, float me wherever you want. Send me away. Wee. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go. Yeah.
let's not do that to Alex.
Yeah, there we go.
That may be
Okay.
the worst thing that ever happened to Alex.
Yeah. All right, now you're just kind of peering through the window over here. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
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 That's even better.
Yeah.
Window guy.
All right, so
Um,
I'm thinking I'm just gonna repair the guitar for $50. I mean I have $100 in my hand, so spending more than that just out of the gate.
seems irresponsible.
It means I'll go straight to my credit card with my very first decision, which seems a little excessive. So,
Right.
I will say for players at home, like this game definitely wants you to leverage your credit to make good decisions. So it's not you won't do very well if you just go maximum cheapskate, and you also will not do well if you just buy everything all the time. So trying to actually think about what you think are actually good decisions is kind of the name of the game. So I think this is a good call. Repairing the old guitar for 50 bones. How should I pay? I'm going to pay with credit and then just pay it off.
Great way to get your score up.
Yeah.
Responsible spending.
Pay with credit. All right. The guitar works again. All right.
Hey.
So, I got $80 and my income went up by 2. I got a
Right.
few more followers.
Must have been like 2 million streams online.
Yeah. Yeah, well, dude, she went viral. That was one of the things. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
$2.
All right, the bill came. Time to pay the bill. Credit utilization. This is your credit utilization. Shows how much more credit you have until you hit your credit limit. Yep. Using some percent of your credit shows you can borrow money, so it increases your credit score. You can go above your credit limit, but your card will charge a fee, and your credit score will go down. So
Well, that sounds bad. We don't
yeah.
want that.
So how much should I pay? I'm gonna pay the entire thing off. Pachow. Hey.
Hey, we're
That-
good now.
That's how I feel when I improve my credit score. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Looked good. Life happens.
Life happens.
Hey, I took care of my friend's dog for a night. The dog slipped me a $20 bill. It's a good dog. Yeah, I'm stuck. I can't get the song. Private lessons would be awesome, but they're expensive. I could do group lessons for less, but I don't like them as much.
The dog offers lessons. So.
All right, private lessons. Holy moly. That's too much money.
Whoa. Yeah.
But what do you really want to put a price on learning? And I gotta respect learning styles, like I too would really not want to go to a group guitar lesson class. So you know what? All right, let's take a little bit of a risk here. Private lessons, $240.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna pay with credit.
It's a big investment in the future.
It is, but if it makes me tangibly better at playing guitar, that should matter.
Yeah.
Oh! Alright, I had a breakthrough.
This is exciting.
Yeah. Gained a lot of follower.
Alex has broken through.
Yeah. Got a lot of cash.
Ooh.
Income went up.
Extra viral.
Yeah. So the bill is here. All right, man, I'm in trouble because I can't pay off my credit card at this point. So I don't have enough cash. So I'm gonna have to try and skimp in the next month or two to get it back under control.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was
that
worth
minimum.
it. I bet you it was worth it though, because I got a lot of followers.
True.
Yeah, let's pay most. Pay most.
Sensible.
Yeah.
That'll limit your interest.
Oh yeah, look, I was right at the edge of optimal. I was like living on the edge. Yeah. Yes. Whatever I don't pay now will make interest. I'll have to pay later. Should I still do it? Yes. Cute.
Yeah, that credit utilization is definitely a factor that they look at for your credit score. And not all factors are relevant for credit cards or people of this age. So we really tried to break out the ones that they can see in their everyday lives, like utilization, paying on time.
I think
Oh, yeah.
the lesson here about paying a larger amount to lower the amount that you're gaining interest or that gains interest is also really important and a good way to balance.
Ooh, I got $50 from a gig. That's awesome. Alright, premium microphones have the best sound quality, but since I'm just starting out, maybe I could just use a budget mic. Oh, man. Mongo suggests I put up soundproofing, but he doesn't understand audio quality. Oof.
Ironically, your audio quality kind of dropped out right when you said that.
Yeah,
He doesn't understand audio quality.
Ooh, that was good, Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a budget mic, even though once again I'm riding the edge of manageable cash.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Premium feels like outlandish spending to me.
yeah, if I put in premium, I'm just like in trouble. I'll be like 360 in debt with 100 in hand. Like I won't even be able to pay off even half of what I'm in debt for. So. But I do think a budget microphone will have a big difference, and I think my uncle is an idiot. So I'm gonna go with a budget microphone. Hopefully, this is worth it. I don't want to max out my. I don't ever want to just have zero cash in hand. I just feel like that's not cool. So I'm gonna pay with credit.
What about emergencies?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not all the life happens are good because good things don't always happen.
Yep.
In terms of your budget.
Yep. Check it out. The mic has appeared. I bet you it could look cooler, but you know, hey, that's how it is. All right, cash up, income up, followers up. Doing good.
You're investing in your future.
I'm trying. All right, see, I'm feeling good. So I've got 200 in hand. Debt's 212. So I only, $2 in interest. I can live with that. So I'm gonna pay most again, because the minimum is just too little. I'm looking forward to a turn where I can be truly a cheapskate and try and get back totally in hand with my debt management.
I bet you're one away unless something horrible happens.
Yeah.
But $2 in interest is. We can do that. We can make it. We're gonna make it.
Payment timeliness. Yep. Good, doing good. Life happens.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, found some cash in a shoebox, man.
Oh, you're getting all the good ones.
So those are random events, Kelly? Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, that was gonna be my question. So can they go good or bad?
Yeah, they can go good or bad.
And that's on every turn?
Every turn, yeah. I think there's like a small chance that nothing will happen and life's peaceful, but most of the time you'll get something, and sometimes, depending on your decisions, you might get a new one added to your pool.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
All right. Well, once again, a little bit more money than I wanted to spend, but I'm going to go with the beginner music production software. I think that's honestly the better decision regardless of cost, so. Gonna pay with credit. Hey!
It's easy to use.
Yeah. Should I be trying to make bad decisions? I'm trying to make the best possible decisions, and I feel like it's going great.
I think you should stick with your best possible, just because you started that way. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to throw now, but
Yeah.
I also think it's this is a cool way to show off the branching paths that Kelly has built in and that kind of thing, where it's like a sincere effort to try well or do well.
I do have enough money on hand to wipe this sucker out.
Ooh. Is it time to be debt free?
Is it? I'll have $23 to my name. You know what? I'm just gonna pay most. Pay most again.
Yeah, what we do have is if you don't have any cash and life happens and you need to spend money, they will put it on the credit card as well. So you will not fail and crash the game. You'll get to keep going.
Yeah. $50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
Kelly,
less
do you want to talk about
friends.
this? Because I feel like this is one of the neater mechanics of this game.
Yeah, I think this is super cool, and it's also very controversial from our playtesters. But part of the random events, life happens, is that in real life you can't plan everything out perfectly that you want to do. Sometimes you'll have like a life emergency, or sometimes you'll feel like, oh, it's my best friend's birthday, I want to spend something extra. So we wanted to simulate a little bit of that randomness, and the fact that like you can't just plan everything out exactly the way that you want to in life, especially because this is someone else. It's you can kind of experience it through their lens. It's easy to think like I can stick to exactly the budget I set out and exactly everything I plan to, but it's not true.
Yeah.
And you can see that with your friend here as well.
Yeah, I think it helps with transfer, right? I honestly, because like, yeah, if you're playing this game as, like I'm now playing to win, you may understand how to play the game well. And, but the more you think of it as like, how do I win the game, the less you think of it as like, this is what my life is like. Like you'll be like, oh, I will sleep under a rock and I will only eat saltines, and
Right.
I'll save every penny.
Yeah. Optimal game strategy is there's no more birthday gifts for anyone you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Stop talking to people. So it's nice to have the character model decisions that you can empathize with. Like, I've bought my friends gifts before that maybe were a little bit of a splash out, but hey, that's the thing. So it's an empathy generator, and makes a more realistic kind of structure.
That's a really good observation, Dan.
Yeah.
While we're paused here, I'm curious just to ask Kelly. We've got this loop where you're kind of going through a month of decision making, and you kind of go through a series of events. You make a decision about a financial choice, right? And then the life happens also kind of occurs within that loop, right? Does that encapsulate the core gameplay loop? And if not, how have I missed it? And I'm interested too in like how we tuned that over time with playtesters.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, that is the main loop. Reading a thing, making a financial choice, and seeing how that affects your cash, income, and followers. And then plus the random wrench of life happening. It's an interesting challenge to kind of represent all the fluctuations and randomness of life in this process, because we don't want to make players read too much text. We want it to be interactive and engaging, but at the same time, we also need to show that credit is something that you build over time. So we tried to keep the core pretty simple and pretty short, and have a lot of them and many variations on the different financial decisions that you have. So like some of the things that you've seen, the character is saying, Alex is saying, like, I do better with private lessons, but they're really expensive. So that's one sort of financial dilemma that you can encounter. You can also encounter wanting to buy something that seems better because it is really costly, but it's not actually better for you. And so being able to have this really short loop, having it a bunch of times, allowed us to do all these iterations. Yeah, and then for the tuning process, part of what we wanted is that you're going to make more money over time, you're going to increase your income, and also the scale of the kinds of problems you encounter increase as well. And again, it was really important for us that teens can relate to this. So they're generally types of problems that teens might be familiar with, and towards the end we have 14 turns total. Towards the end they might begin to be things that like teens will not encounter in their daily life, but it helps prepare them for once they're out of high school, going to that next step of independence. Again, those things like buying a car, renting a place. And so that's really how we thought about the number of turns, as well as trying to fit it within a classroom period so that educators can just give kids this game, they'll just be able to play it, finish it within a classroom session. As for the tuning part, this is really fun, and Dan Norton also played a big part in this. A way you could go through this game to try to tune it is play through every turn and see what happens, and I did that, and it was like it's very difficult to iterate. So sure. Dan helped me make a really nifty spreadsheet that took all the data of like how much everything costs, and so in this game, right, your followers increase your income, and then your income is added to your cash. So we also had that formula of followers income to cash, and through that spreadsheet we were able to like tweak the numbers really quickly, and then you see it update live, and then you're able to rebalance and tune the game. So that was really cool, and definitely something I want to use in future games.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, going back to our earlier conversation about a life in game design, being excited about spreadsheets, I think is a great trait to have if you want to be a game designer.
Yep. Yeah, it is a passion you should have. I've certainly there've been very successful filament designers who've had to learn to love spreadsheets, but it's definitely there are so many problems that are hard in game design unless you figure out how to like structure them dimensionally, and then you're like, oh, now that it's built in this structure, I can now see it. So like, yeah, this game with that little spreadsheet, it simulated like a follower on turn 1, for example, is earning you income over the course of the entire game, right? So that follower is worth 10 times as much income as a follower on the last turn, or second to last turn anyway. So those things are very hard to just guess about unless you have a model that's actually running it. So with the little spreadsheet toy, we're able to be like, what happens if, like I was saying earlier, what happens if you buy the most expensive thing every turn? We want to make sure that isn't like a valid strategy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. GG, it's true. Especially like, I just saw a video of someone who was doing like a vase that they did like a cross stitch through the vase. They like made holes in the vase so they could do a cross stitch on it. Yeah, wow. So it was all grid math stuff.
Yeah.
Quilting,
math-tastic. Yeah, there's all kinds of, yeah. Anyway.
Very cool.
But yeah, so
well, yeah, we'll send that to you, Gigi, after the stream. All right, well, let's jump back into the gameplay. Thanks for indulging that quick pause.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alex says people are starting to recognize me. A cafe near me saw my videos and is trying to get me to play a live show. But I need some equipment so that everyone can hear me. An amp would be helpful. Man, this is the wrong turn to buy an amp. I'm so good on my oh, that's not that much money.
Rent it.
You know, I am gonna rent it. I am gonna rent it,
Yeah.
even though it's not an investment in my longer term equipment setup. It's also gonna be better amp for the event, so I think that's the right call.
A reasonable choice.
Yeah. How should I pay? Yeah, pay with credit.
Yeah, you might need that $12.
Might need that $12. Oh yeah, I got paid.
And I
So I got 60
Well, that's
bones out
not
of it.
spending, that's saving.
Yeah. But I don't have an amp. That's the only sad part now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is $40 that could have gone into an amp that I own, but that's all right.
Yeah. You need to invest in guitar picks.
Yeah.
So it's nice and loud.
Yeah. A lot of cash. I will be able to pay off in full this turn with little difficulty.
Yeah, this one is also one of the choices that does unlock a random event. So I'm curious to see if it'll come up.
Okay. All right. Pay that bill. Check it out. Oh man, doing good. I got 100 in hand and not a cent on the card.
Credit score looking great.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
credit score.
You're on the
Life
path to
happens.
prosperity.
Oh, I went to a cool underground concert. They had a door fee of $20. That's like, it's basically a dog walk. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get the dog to bring you some more cash.
Yeah. I've been talking to another artist who really gets my music. We want to meet up to create content, but they live really far away.
Oh, boy.
Driving will tire me out, but the bus can take so long. Maybe I can fly. Yo, don't do any of these things. I'm just like, there's stranger danger here, man. I don't like it. But
That's good.
I think it's okay, definitely not flying. Definitely not spending $240 just to say hi to a person I don't know. So the question is, do I want to tire myself out driving for 50 or save or waste time for $120?
I need to know how long the drive is so I know how judgmental to be.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
distance driver.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I'm gonna drive because that's
Here we go.
a lot of money for really.
Plus, that's life on the road.
Yeah, that's a quality.
As a rambling musician,
Yeah, that's true.
this is the lifestyle.
Yeah. Pay with cash. No, I'm gonna pay with credit and pay it off just for the perks. Hey. I guess did this person make a stuffed doll of myself as like an homage? Because that's
Yeah.
unnerving. Yeah.
Yeah, you got fans. They're gonna start making
Yeah.
shrines and stuff next.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. You cross the
Yeah.
100 follower mark, and that's when it all starts.
Bill is here. Pay the entire bill. Just get that tidied up. Whoop.
That splash makes it really exciting to get your bill. You're like, the
Mhm.
bill.
Mhm.
Hooray.
Oh no, I got the wrong amp.
Oh yeah, that was
This is the
random
event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Interesting.
Yeah. Another channel wants to feature me. I have to look on brand, which means buying their background banner. They're way bigger, so I could get a lot more followers. This sounds worth it. This is my big break.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Here we
Credit
go.
card. Yeah, alright. Hopefully this works. Oh, good! Getting featured was so worth it.
Marketing.
Yeah. Holy shamoles. That's a lot of followers.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. I'll pay most. I could pay it all off, but this is gonna be not too bad. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
paltry interest.
Mm-hmm.
We crossed the threshold into great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, this is exciting.
My favorite artist is playing a concert. If I pay for VIP tickets, oh man. This is plus my fans and I all love the merch. So this is funny because it's like I want to see what the fanciest merch is. I want to see what shows up in the room. So as a player, is it worth it to me to spend $200 extra just to get a neater piece of concert swag in my room? No, it's not. That's yeah.
That's kind of the thing with life. Sometimes, to some people, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, maybe merch is the whole point
Mm-hmm.
of everything.
All right, fine. We're doing it. We're making a bad decision. Just one. Pay with credit.
We can have one bad decision as a treat.
Ooh. Look at that. I got a
Whoa.
a
okay.
lanyard and a hat.
Worth. Look at the VIP pass back
Yep.
there. Even
Yeah,
if we
really
crash
strong,
and burn from here, we'll at least have this wonderful swag to comfort us.
All right, I told my followers about the whole experience. Some tuned in just for the story. Okay.
Soon tight.
Yeah. So, big follower boost. Big income boost. Lots of money in hand. Still, I'm a little bit underwater on my cash to debt ratio though.
Mm.
All right, so
$2 in interest you'll never have back.
yeah. Oh, you know what? I should have just paid as much as I could because I paid most, which is $273, which leaves $4 in my hands. So yeah, that is oh yeah, I will go back and pay as much.
Oh, yeah, you
as
can
possible.
reconsider.
Yeah, and your
That's-
credit utilization gives you a little preview so you can see
Mhm.
how it's going to turn out.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. So that
Holy
reconsideration phase, was that in there originally? Or like did that get added because of playtesting?
Good question.
Yeah, we definitely wanted it in there from the beginning because like numbers can be hard for people to be doing live as they're thinking of things. So we wanted to make sure it was like really accessible for people who are not necessarily like math people who can do a bunch of math in their heads.
Sure.
Man, Alex
AKA
just
me.
went to another show like right off the rip. Jeez.
Living the life of music.
Yeah, Alex is in the life now.
Yeah. All right. I'm in a chat group for my followers, but now there's
Straight up.
drama.
Oh no.
A
Always
bot
drama.
could moderate automatically. My friend said they take a one-time payment, but I don't know how much
That's not
experience they
accurate.
have moderating chats. I could also do it for myself, which means less time for music. Okay.
Ooh.
Woo!
That is an expensive bot.
That is an expensive bot. I'm gonna do
Well,
it
the pri-
though.
The price is right on DIY.
Yeah. But I really gotta focus on my music, man.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Pay with credit.
It's within your income.
Yeah. The bot helps with basic stuff.
Thanks, robot.
That was a bad turn, man. That did not go great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The bot did not manage the drama. Yeah.
Hey, Crystal, we're playing Credit Climber. This is a game that we are releasing, or just released today, with our friends at Intuit for the Hour of Finance Challenge,
Mhm,
which
mhm.
is a really cool event that they're putting on from now through April, where educators are encouraged to focus an hour of their classroom time on financial literacy and financial confidence for their students.
Also, check it out, Crystal Lee. We figured out transparent backgrounds. We're living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Brandon.
Because my beard interferes with the.
Yeah, I was thinking about Brandon.
thing.
Like, so if I like squint and look at your camera, like, yeah, your beard, your chair, and your shirt are basically all the same value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you wore a festive shirt, I bet you that might make all the difference.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have lots of festive shirts in your wardrobe. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a really festive person. I could probably put some kind of backdrop up. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
But not live. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I just got creamed with spending $200 on a bot that didn't do a good job. So.
Yeah, exactly. We just we just tanked. So you're here at the right time, Crystal Lee.
It is a tough turn because when there's drama, no matter what happens, you might lose followers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also there's a range of results that can happen from each choice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's with any decision you make in this game, it's possible you can get a slightly worse or slightly better outcome. That also helps a bit with replayability. Yeah.
All right, I am in trouble, in my opinion. I'm paying a ton down, and it's still. I guess I'm holding in optimal, so that's good. Yeah, but I am broke. Other than, I mean, I've got income coming in, so.
But the credit score keeps going up, so we're doing something right.
Yeah. My friends invited me to eat out, and I couldn't say, no, come on, man. 25, yeah.
See, now this problem, man, I had that problem so many times in college. That's so real.
Okay, I cannot spend $300 at this juncture for.
No, you'd be burying yourself.
Yeah, so
it's ludicrous.
Gonna do it myself. For $50. Is that really 300? I just can't. Yeah, I can't justify 300. I won't even make that back this month in income, so I'll be 100 more in the hole just to like. Yeah, so do it yourself for 50. Well, gotta pay with credit. Well, yeah, I know. I didn't really know what I was doing. I probably could have used help. Yes, I know. You know, dab your tears with the $250 that you don't have that you could have. Yeah, if you had, you could have. Yeah. Okay. Good news is though, I still came out ahead with some income and followers that turn. And cash is in hand.
Incremental growth.
$2 of interest. Man, this credit interest rate is awesome. So
you made the right call on the recover card.
Yeah.
It has in fact helped you recover from your decision making.
Yeah. So yeah, all right, pay most. Look at that. Now we're back, back in a good money management situation. And can my credit get better? I don't even know. We're gonna need a new dial.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Maxed.
Yep.
Let's go take out a huge loan.
Yeah. I'm gonna host a meetup for my followers and stream it.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
big or small should I make it? If I performed, I could probably get even more followers. I'm doing it. Going big. Performance space. 500 bones. Pay with credit.
Here we go.
This is basically I got a $700 credit limit. Let's like actually, stretch this card out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
Bunch of new followers.
Ooh.
Yeah. A ton of followers. A ton of income.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think that was the right call.
A new order of magnitude. This is
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, I think something nice about getting to experience this through your game is like it's it feels scary in the game,
Mhm.
and think about how much scarier it would feel in real life.
Yeah.
But it teaches you that there are opportunities where using credit can really help you in your future.
Yeah.
Even if it is a bit scary because you don't have that cash on hand.
Mhm. Yeah. So look at this. I'm just able to pay down back into the optimal range here, like by like the tiniest sliver. Okay. Credit's still immaculate.
It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, that's terrible timing.
Yeah.
Have you seen what RAM costs, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, hard drives are also like off the menu. I was
Yeah,
reading that
Western
yesterday.
Digital's like, we're out of hard drives for the entire year and probably
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. High-end computer, $900. Can't do it. Literally can't do it. Can't afford it. Pay for repairs and parts. 500 bones. Could technically do it. Throws me back into the wolves for.
Can you do it?
I put it on credit. Oh wait,
But-
no, I can't do it.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
You'd be-
700.
you'd be past your
yeah,
limit.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess prayer. Prayer is the answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can exceed your limit
Oh,
in
right.
this game, just like in real life, but
Mhm.
it's not good for you.
Yeah, then you get the fees and all that. There was
Mhm.
a number of admonitions I remember at the beginning about not doing that.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's gonna go. Oh
Or
man.
at least. Here we go.
Whew. Oh, thank goodness. All right.
My computer exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
In terms of what Gigi and Krista are saying, were saying in the chat about learning a lot about finances.
Mhm.
One thing I learned from researching this game was that it was really easy to lose credit score from, various things like going over your credit limit,
Mhm.
and it's quite slow to build that back up.
Mhm.
So that's something we had to simulate in the game too.
Mm.
All right. I'm going back to cleaning the card out.
Yeah, you're keeping up with it really
Oh!
well.
No.
Oh!
Oh. Oh
I,
no.
I have been murdered.
Ruined. We're ruined.
Oh boy.
Leverage to the
Oh.
hilt. Leverage to the absolute hilt.
Oh.
I'm depressed.
Yeah.
I'm broke and depressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on playing the guitar. Yeah.
This is also very real in my
Yeah.
life.
I'm spending nothing.
My friends just took me out to
Yeah.
dinner. I spent
Yeah.
way too much money. Now I'm gonna sit at home, play
Okay.
guitar by myself.
Okay. Man, that computer wiped me out.
Devastating.
Yeah. Oh, look at my credit score. I got slaughtered.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rough.
they kicked us out of the great.
Yeah.
We're not great anymore.
All right. Well, I've got to
Vanished to the
put
good.
every. Look at that. I'm still at very high. Oh.
Yeah, you've still been doing really well overall. That sticks.
Mhm.
Yeah. But oh,
Yeah.
it hurts. This is how it goes, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is how life is.
Yep. I can't do any of the. I can't buy a van. I can't buy a station wagon. Maybe next year. Brutal.
Yeah, the computer one's really tough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, now you got something to write songs about. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, $9 in interest. Thank goodness for the Recover card's generous interest rates. Yeah. I'm paying off as much as I can. Back down to optimal. Maybe I can build some credit back. Oh, good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Moving in the right direction now.
Yeah. Well.
All right, there you have it. The
Yeah.
epilogue.
Okay.
Let's see the
My
epilogue.
credit score was good enough to rent my own apartment. Now I can play music without disturbing anyone and invite my friends. My streams will be great. Ah, man, look at that. Look at that month of
Ooh.
the broken computer.
That is rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't always appear.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Very cool.
Mhm.
So that's interesting, Kelly. You were saying that it doesn't always appear. Are there multiple endings to this game? Like how? And I guess how many are there?
yeah, there's about 4 endings, and they each correlate to your credit score. So again, the game's all about teaching credit. So we originally had this like trying to think about all of these different score formulas. Maybe your income factors in, maybe your followers do. But then we step back and we're like, at the end of the day, this game is really trying to teach about credit and credit score.
Mhm.
So yeah, the different endings are they all follow the character's goals for, renting, getting a van and apartment. And they're all like generally pretty realistic when it comes to what the credit score will be. So yeah, that's also a little bit of a learning moment of like what can each credit score get you.
Very cool. Well, I'm curious about what the other endings are, but I'm not going to ask you about them so that we don't spoil them for anyone who's watching. There's a lot of replay value in this game, so
Yeah.
if you go and check it out, you'll get to experience some things that we have not experienced. So I think I want to ask some questions too of Kelly, is just about the collaborative process. What was it like working with Intuit on this, and how did things kind of proceed from project kickoff?
Mhm. Yeah. So from the very beginning, Intuit had great subject matter experts, not just about credit and credit score, but specifically about how we can help communicate this credit score to teenagers and Intuit for education. So I was able to come with a lot of like basic knowledge. Oh, I'm Alex. Wow. I was able to come in with a lot of basic information about credit and really get their expert take. There's a lot of information online that you can use to learn about credit, like what are the different credit factors that go into your credit score. But they were able to offer more details. For example, like only some credit cards have an over limit fee for when you exceed the credit limit. And like we explained in the tutorial, it's like either the maximum amount of your over limit fee is either the one on the card or how much you've gone over the limit, whichever is lower. So if your over limit fee is $15, you only go over by $7, you're only going to be charged $7. Things like that. So it was great getting their expertise in all the nuances of like how exactly we're crafting these turns. And also because Intuit is a pretty big company, we were able to work from stakeholders from a lot of different disciplines. So we were able to track all that different feedback from different considerations. And so we have this nice feedback tracker tool where we're able to get everyone's feedback and prioritization and sort the order of how we're going to implement those.
Very cool. Yeah, the massive operation, obviously many different stakeholders to consider, and we've certainly encountered that in the past with other projects where we're working with a very large organization, and you've got this whole cascading list of people that need to sign off on things. So that's familiar territory for us, but really cool to hear that that's how you handled it. When you're talking about like those specifics of what they wanted to include in the game, do you have a few examples of that? Just like very like specific details that like come up a lot in the credit score process?
Yeah, let me think. So I would say one of those details, let's see. there's so many turns. I'm like sorting through them all in my head.
Well, and I see as Dan's clicking through here, it's really cool that you can actually look at like a little recap on every node of the graph to see what the decision making was.
Yep, here Icarus is enjoying the sunlight.
His wings just get vaporized.
And then the computer breaks.
Yeah. It's one of their feedback points was about revealing this kind of information, is that exactly what information is like most useful to somebody making these decisions. And that's great too, because if you don't know anything about credit, or you know some things about credit, there's so much information when you're encountering it in real life that it's hard to know what to pay attention to.
Sure.
And so, our experts from Intuit were able to be like, we want to be able to see how much debt you're in and how your credit utilization is doing at all times. That's really important. As well as interest rate is also really important to figure out whether to pay all, pay most, that kind of thing. So that was good feedback from them, because we had our own idea of what stats were useful, but that was like, that does make a lot of sense. Totally.
Very cool. Well, I think the game's quality speaks for itself. I have been really impressed by the aesthetic. The music's really lovely. The flow of it's really pleasing. All the interface elements. It's just very pleasant to look at, and I thoroughly enjoyed that playthrough. And I think I'm going to have Dan narrate all the games I play through from now on. So, regarding the game, it's already been piloted in classrooms, and Intuit has shared some really promising results, which is really cool. We've got study participants who felt more financially confident after playing just one game. 75% reported that they felt financially capable, and 65% reported feeling a confidence boost, feeling like they're ready to take the knowledge they learned and apply it in real life, which, as we've referenced before on the live stream, is what we call transfer. It's very much the holy grail of what we do here at Filament Games.
Brandon, do you know offhand do you know what the link is for it being live?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll drop the link again. And I'm gonna keep sharing this. I'm
glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too, actually. And I'm feeling less confident about what my computer is going to eventually do to me within the next year or two, because it's starting to do some weird stuff. So there's the link. That takes you to the Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge. And that's the program that this is being rolled out in. So there's 2 games actually available there, and they both are designed to fit within a class period, so you can check those out. And there's a 3-step process that I had mentioned sort of at the top of the stream, but basically you're going to go in there, choose the activity that you want to use with your students, and then after you register on their website and in the program, you'll get a challenge link and join code. So to get students enrolled and playing in the game, you're actually going to share that link and the join code with them. They'll open the link, enter the code, everybody will off and running. So that's how you play the game. So as I mentioned, some classroom educators have already enjoyed it. We had they have a great quote from Malamo Koutsianis here, who's a teacher at Newton High School. She said, "I wish I had this game in my financial literacy class. It would have been more fun to learn." And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And on that note, I just want to say kudos to you, Kelly, for this elegantly designed game, and congratulations on the release. And of course, kudos to our friends at Intuit for the launch of this game and the overall Hour of Finance Challenge, which is going to help so many people improve their financial literacy and make better budgeting decisions. So I just dropped that link in the chat. For those of you that want to check it out, please head over to that link and give it a spin. Thank you all for joining us today. That's all for today's stream. So we'll see you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See ya.
everyone.